had this amazing rehearsal period for 3 weeks before we started shooting. And so we really all bonded and had a lot of, inside jokes with each other. It was very loving and very comfortable. So by the time we were shooting, it was just like being with my buddies.
I think that there was something incredibly special with this cast, even from the beginning. Walking into that first rehearsal, where it just felt comfortable almost immediately, And you have that feeling when you meet somebody, and you have that, I feel like I've always known you. It was somehow that way between the four of us right away, and I think that on top of the rehearsals created. We didn't have to intellectualize what was going on.
Were there ever moments that you were jealous of what the other got to do? Like, for example, would you have wanted a dance scene? Would you?
Absolutely. You're touching on a sore spot. I was jealous of Mark all the time.
No, you weren't.
I was. He made me laugh so much in rehearsal. But I will say that in rehearsal, he made me so laugh, and I enjoyed him so much. And I thought, God, this is a beautiful part for him. And I've never seen him like this before. And I thought, but certainly he's not going to do that in the movie. Well, guess what?
He's like,
but it works very well.
He was like, you're gonna do that.
I didn't say that, but no, very jealous of Mark.
He's the heart and soul of the movie. So moving.
Just because I compliment you doesn't mean you have to compliment me.
She asked me what I was jealous of.
Oh, that's right. It's not just about me.
That's not about you. I mean, it usually is. And not right now.
Why keep it in my mouth if it is revolting?
I mean, it was so free and freeing to read the script in almost every way possible other than the way that it was intended to be read. So it's just demolishing lines and reading it backwards and out of order, and after you spin around the room, whatever it is. I think it's traditional theater games, but with the Yorgos spin and I think the trust of such a tight-knit group of people, and it kind of created this freedom that I think shows in the film.
There's only so much research you can do when it's a fantastical world. There's a beautiful script. You do whatever makes you feel ready, feel ready to jump in. And also, there were some external things that really informed what I was doing or told me what to do that I didn't have until I really arrived. Like this heavy makeup. You could start to learn an accent, and you could read some things. You could read the novel. I looked at videos of Alistair Gray because he was an interesting person. He had a wicked sense of humor and was very eccentric. And I think he put a lot of himself in the character I played, Dr. Godwin Baxter. So I looked at that. To go on the set was, it affected how you walked, how you looked, everything. There was a level of detail that told you what the world was and sort of helped to tell you what to do.
The different fabrics and textures and color scheme and the way that it all sort of develops and the shapes change as Bella evolves, and or it goes from Mrs. Prim dressing her to her dressing herself, and how she chooses to put those things together to these sort of more structured things as she's moving into a different phase of her evolution. It was all so helpful and also so one of a kind and beautiful. It was incredibly necessary and I think really evocative for everything that is happening internally for Bella.
It's an invitation to be curious and to kind of be drawn to your own curiosity without any of the attachments of what you should do with your feelings or with your thoughts, and none of the preconceived notions that you might have gotten from your town, your family. Her character, the Bella character, is the answer to that question of what would I be like if I just followed my feelings, which is not necessarily even fully healthy to do. But I think that's what's so fun to see it played out in a film like this, is that you get to see kind of the wild conclusion. I don't think everyone really has to go through what Bella went through, but I think to be inspired to kind of undo certain processes, that's something that I think is we could all use with a little bit of undoing, healthy undoing.
In Bella's specific journey, I think every, instance of whether it's sex or food or dance or travel or clothing, all of it, I think everything is sort of speaking to the way that she's evolving and the lessons that she's learning about the world. Also politics, money, there's so many facets that philosophy that she's never really known before, and that she's gaining a lot of not just experience, but her own sort of opinions and outlook on society, human relationships, all of that. So I think just as much as anything else that she experiences, it teaches her a lot about power and about choice and what she wants, what she doesn't want. I mean, she's the most honest character I've ever played. She doesn't really think to not just tell the truth at all times about what she feels, what she wants. And I think she'd probably say, if people were a bit more, resolute and honest and clear about what they wanted, that we wouldn't run into so much trouble.